So we're talking about Carrion Eater, 2 mana 3/2. It could be a 2 mana 3/3. It doesn't have tribal synergies, so as a 3/2, on the condition you actually swing face and not trade the board, which is the way the game's played around favor, I'd give it between a C to a B. I'd be generous. I'd give it a B. Without a tribal synergy, it's kind of just like a meh. There's too many better cards to put in its slot. Yeah, it kills 2 into the void, but how many times do you just get away with the 2 health creature? Shalefire Hatchling. Let's give this one a whirl, shall we? So it's a 2 mana 2/3, so this is more of a responsible stat line. It can trade out your Axe Women, but it gets traded very easily against like Armor Lurkers, whereas this doesn't get traded against Armor Lurkers, so it's debatable whether this is worse. So this is like an Oni. So this is literally Oni. Not Oni, sorry. Vortimer. It's exactly the same as Vortimer, but you don't draw the card. Oh, is it whenever a card is played? Like even your opponents? After a card is played. Oh, what the fuck? I thought it was after you play a card. Okay, my bad, Sprink. I was going to say the imp can choose what it wants to trade into. It can go phase, it can go anywhere. Okay, this is cool. Okay, this definitely makes the card a lot better. So it goes from like where I was thinking like as like a B to like kind of like a maybe even B plus to A. Great Eye's Blessing. Add a base copy of each friendly creature to your hand. Refresh 1 mana for each card added this way. So it's like it's a good refresh. I can see this being interesting because when you're versing a control deck, let's say it's turn 5.5, you're 5-6 wide, and you are just dreading that Rapture Dance. And that Rapture Dance is coming. Counter sweep? Exactly, right? To a degree sweep. Rapture more so because it's a 6 mana card and sweeps 5 and you can have a weapon ahead of time, but they're practically the same. Good analogy, great analogy, Jiraxis. I guess it would be insane. You can play this, get all your mana back potentially, add a bunch of cards to your hand, and then go for like a wildfire or something. So then you're doing the wildfire and you're also reloading. You might even play another 1-drop before you wildfire. I can see it being great in aggro. Friendly creature. Oh wow, it doesn't even have to be a nature. You could do Coronet. Wow. But it's base copy, so I don't mind it. I think it's actually not going to be as good as it seems. I can see it being a B+. I know it sounds crazy, but it's hard to slot in a card. It's a win more, right? It's really a win more. It's not giving you anything on the board. It's just giving you an extra refill in your hand. If you already have like a 6-wide board, you're probably going to win anyway. It counters board clear. It does counter board clear, but sometimes you don't even have that great of a board, and then they still clear it. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'd say between B plus and A. I really think we need to actually see this in play. I don't want to confidently. I'd say between B plus and A minus. Like I'm being honest. I think it's crazy. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Eco Undaunted Duelist. I was actually thinking about this card while I was on a walk with my dog. I spent like an hour thinking about this card. People wonder why I get so emotionally invested in this game, bro. It's my whole life. Like, it's the only thing I care about in life. Do you know what I mean? People are like, why do you care so much about this game? It's like, bro, this is all I do, all day, every day. It's all I think about. So it's a 4 mana. So Iron Tooth is 2 mana, and a lot of weapons come out around 2 and 4 mana. So I don't know if you want to pip this out constantly to deal with weapons. It seems like it might be too high mana cost. Deal this creature's strength as damage to a single target, spread. It doesn't specify. I'd imagine single target if not specified. It is a threat on its own. Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Kea, the Conduit. It's a very Kea, it's even got the same stats as Kea. And the idea is it spreads damage. So it's very Kea-esque. And the thing is, you could look at every card through the perspective of another card that exists, but the reality is it's super hard to make unique cards, like completely unique, and you're always going to draw lines between cards, but I think they've done a good job with this set so far. But I don't know if I would play this as a 4 mana card. It's a bit expensive. Stat line's interesting, protected. It generates 5 damage and it doesn't kill itself. It's not swinging into the other creature. That's another utility you have to keep in mind. So something like an Archer or a Blade of White Plane. Anything where you're dealing damage or destroying something without actually physically having to swing the creature in and the creature has to take damage or die, it's so much safer and it can get out of hand a lot quicker too. So a card like this, I don't know, I'm on the fence. I would say it's like B plus maybe. I wouldn't say it's insane. It's 4 mana. The relic removal part's really cool, but I don't know. It has protected, so it's not going to die. So it's not totally useless because it's got protected, but a Blight Bomb could kill it, and then you've just spent 4 mana and your turn's over and you achieved nothing. And they still have 3 mana to destroy you with. Counters MML proc 2. Damn. Okay. It's that's how they nerf MML in the end. We got the Blighted Skyon, maybe? Blighted Skyon. And I'd rate that at like an S. Or even an S+. I mean, it lacks health. If it was a 3/3 on its own, it would be stronger than a 3/2 with a 1/1. So it's not like an S+, but A+ would be a respectable. It's definitely, like, anything that's A goes in your deck, and an A+ goes in your deck. Wolf Recruit. Wolf Recruit, draw a creature. If it's an Olympian, draw another Olympian and give 1/1 to each. Damn! So it's like a cram, not to rhyme with damn, but it's a cram that gives 2/2 stats. So if you were to run a fully Olympian deck, then this is pretty good synergy, right? This something like this for Amazons would actually be insane, right? That would be the draw Amazons needed. Mid-range control Olympian war can actually be a thing. Yeah. So this could actually make the Olympian tribe possible. So Wolf Recruit, because it's like only for war, it's not as amazing as it could be. I'd say it's like probably a B+ to A. Vulpine Shadow Shifter, it's a Nether Deception, 4 mana, hidden for 1 turn. After this creature leaves the board during your turn, gain control of a weak enemy creature until the end. Hopefully it doesn't turn out to be a Shadow Shitter, but it seems okay. It's conditional, but you could take control of the enemy creature if it's weaker, is it? A weaker enemy creature until the end of the turn. Oh, until the end of the turn. So it's like an Umber Arrow attached to a 3/2. Looks like cancer. Looks cancer to me. Like good cancer or bad? Toxic card. Yeah, this seems okay, but it's a 4 mana 3/2 on a good day, and it's Deception who wants to go quick. I'd rather a Pietro and just go face and not deal with the board. This could be like, I don't know, maybe a control card, but I'd rather the 4 mana 3/5 frontline. I don't think this sees as much play as you'd think. If this card kills another creature, that's how it gets off the board. How else does this card leave the board, right? You want a card like Underbrush Boar, where you can play it to the board, and it's just the best thing you could ever do. Whereas this, it's like you have to, it's good if you're behind, I guess. This could be amazing if you're super behind as a Deception going second. I can't actually tell until we play it, so I would put it in like the B+ category. B, I don't know, I'd say just B. It's too conditional. Automa Bun. Ally. I don't know what ally does, but a 1 mana 2/2 is not bad, and it gives 1 armor to the summoned creature. Oh, after you play a creature, the summoned creature gets it, right? Of the same tribe. Trigger an ally. Tribe trigger ally. Maybe, yeah. To the summoned creature. Maybe it has to be a structure, and then it's not that great, but because structures aren't amazing. But yeah, we'll see. Ember Oni, I'd give like a C. So it's a 7 mana 5/7 Nether. It seems cool. It gives burn to, but it's not like a Demogorgon that sleeps and leeches. How much burn do you need? It does leech. Oh, does it do leech for the burnt damage? It does 2 damage is leech? Wait, what? Deal 2 damage to each. Oh, what the fuck? No, 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 no. I take that back. I was just reading the first part. I didn't even get to the second part. Okay, this is good. Okay, that's cool. I like that. They finally listened. I said, you need a control card that's neutral, and they brought one in. Respect. Okay, so this is like S+. My bad. What the fuck? Good if you're control into aggro. It's bad if you're control into control. You want to drop a Demogorgon or a Therial if you're control versus control. But it opens up this whole realm to free-to-play players, and it makes me really happy. It lets free-to-play players have like a mid-rangey control. I don't think it's as crazy as I once thought, though. I see where fullback cap is coming from. But it's a good budget control piece, and I'd like to see it in play. So Faith Thornblade, deal 1 damage. It's decent for 3. 3 mana 2/4, deal 1 with the ally. So it's really a 4 mana, deal 1 damage. So it's a 4 mana 2/4, deal 1 damage, and you have to take up 2 card slots. So the problem with card slots is you only start with 3 cards in your hand, and if you don't have a way to generate cards through draw, you run out of cards very quickly. So maybe that 5 mana card helps you generate shit, and it's really good in Amazons. I think Fae is meant to be a combo piece with Pixie and Divya, but it's not there yet. Yeah, I think the Pixies would be amazing, right? But it's still, you need to find Fae and Pixies, and, you know, you have to have 4 mana, and there has to be a lot of kind of conditionalities in place, but it's cool, and I think it's like an A minus Amazon. Village Vendor, 2 mana, 2/2, ally, give 1/1 to each Olympian in your hand. Village Vendor, ally, so if you play another card, it's 3 mana, 2/2, buff everything by 1/1, so on average you're going to get 3/3, so 2 mana, 5/5 to 4/4. It's pretty good, but you need, it's a 3 mana, 4/4. So it's I'd say it's an A+. But it could be conditional. You might play it and you don't have any mana to get the extra buff, so you're just playing a 2 mana 2/2 and it sucks. You really do need a good 1 mana card. So it's very conditional. I'd say probably like B+. You're not always going to get a 3 mana like curve and a coin and the ability to just play it to the board and it works and everyone's happy. So I'd give it like a B+. I don't think it's, you gotta, conditional cards are not as good as just something like that just has raw stats that are insane. So this is another 7 mana 5/5. It seems to be a trend, but this one's a legendary. Gain Blitz and Protected, or Blitz and Protected as a 7 mana 5/5. He can trade one creature. I'm not too impressed yet. Gain Frontline and Leech. Summon 2/3/3 Fallen Legions with the keywords not picked. It's got Blitz and Protected, so that's pretty proactive. And if the little gain Frontline and Leech, what the fuck? Wait. Oh, so you can choose, pick one. Oh, so it's either you gain Blitz or Protected or Frontline and Leech. Okay. And then you summon 2/3/3 Fallen Legions with the keywords not picked. So then you can either get Frontline, Blitz, Leech, Blitz. I don't know. This seems like it could be really good. I feel like Hortuck could be like an A minus, but I don't know. Maybe it's a B plus. So it's a 5 mana 4/5. Stat line is not good. 4 mana 4/5s exist, but what does it do? Give 2 health to a friendly Olympian. Ally, give 2 health to a summoned creature. Okay, so ally is when you summon an Olympian or tribal synergy. I don't think the, like, I see like Olympian still being like a B plus to A minus, but we'll just give him A minus to be like generous. But I'd say B plus for any Olympian card because Olympians just don't seem like that compatible. Light, it's a light Olympian too. It's not even a war Olympian, so it's probably like, yeah, it's probably like a B plus. Perseverance, summon 3/1/1 zombies to attack a target. If a zombie summoned this way is destroyed, summon another zombie. Whoa, what the hell? Wait a second. Summon 3/1/1 zombies to attack a target. That means healing too. No. It's crazier than mugging. If it's in an aggro meta, it's like B plus. If it's in control, like super control, it's like A plus. It all depends on the meta with a lot of these cards. Yeah, no, I think it is S or A plus. We'll give it A plus. It's still a 4 mana 6/6, no? It's still 4 mana 6/6 with Leech, so it's still insane. It's definitely A plus. At least. I'm being generous. I'd lean towards S minus. Even with only the 3 damage, it's still, you get 3/3. Like a 4 mana 3/3 Leech isn't that bad, and then you add the extra 3/3, that's a Blitz damage. This is definitely S minus at least. Alright, we went from S plus to A minus to S minus. I'd say S minus. It's very tricky though. Ashen Child. On to the Olympians again. Afterlife. Give this creature strength and health to a random Olympian in your hand. That is really cool. This seems really shit on the surface, like a 1 mana 2/1. But if it's giving its like its stats, it's almost like a 1 mana 4/2, right? So this is really good. This is really good, and it's Olympian, and it goes to the void. Wait, what? It doesn't specify base stats. Oh my god, this is like S plus for like the Olympian field. Yeah, like you could give this like Out of Its Misery. You could get this. You could get Ashen Child from Out of Its Misery or one of those Olympian 1/1 plus draw cards, and then it's a 3/2, and then it also gives 3/2 to a creature in your hand. So you're getting crazy like buff value from this. So I'd say it's like an A plus Olympian, but it's also like the archetype might not be there yet, but it is a war Olympian, so I'll give it an A plus. I think this is a like a auto include card. Camaraderie. Camaraderie. Is it meant to be camaraderie? Is that how you spell camaraderie? Draw 2 light Olympians. If a card drawn this way has a mana cost of 3 or less, summon it instead. Wow, what the hell? Wait, draw 2 cards if a card drawn this way has a mana cost of 3 or less. So this is like 4 mana, get 6 mana value. So this seems pretty OP for its actual individual slot. Seems bad, but it summons 2 3 mana cards. If you're having like an aggro Olympian deck, you could just like drop your hand with this card. Worst case, you're drawing 2 for 4 mana, or playing 1 and drawing 1. It's a great refill. I think it's amazing. It's even good for tempo in like a small curve deck, but I don't know if it's good enough. Like, I don't know if Olympians are good enough where you can play low curve Olympians, so it might be like a B plus A. But what the card actually does if Olympians are good early game is insane. So because Olympians aren't that great early game, I'll give Camaraderie a like B plus. Interesting card, very unique. I like that they're going into these different tribal synergies and using old cards. I think they're doing a great job from a design perspective. Arcane Fabrication, 2 mana. Add 2 1 mana 1/1 base copies of a friendly structure to your hand. Add 2 1 mana 1/1 base copies of... Is Coronet a structure? Is that the idea? Is Coronet a structure? Is this... Yeah. Is Coronet a structure? Yeah, okay, so this is like a meme thing. Ethereal. Yeah, it's a coronet buff. Yeah, this will make for some fun memes. Imagine meme deck with this. You don't need... You know what this is? This is... You don't need Portal Wrangler anymore. Screw him. You've got Arcane Fabrication. But again, Portal Wrangler can bloody... I need to get rid of that vote thing. Add 2 1 mana copies. Yeah, but then you got to play them twice. So it's not that OP. I'd say it's like a C. It's like a C meme. It seems really good. These cards seem really crazy. But if you're getting coronets, right, think about it. If you get coronets, they're 1 health coronets, which means you have to play them twice. So you're getting 4 coronets, but you have to play them twice and find both of them. It's actually really slow. It's going to cost you like 4 turns just to get them out. Oh, and it's a 2 mana card, so you'd use Lost in the Depths, and then you'd add them afterwards, and then you just slam them out. But you'd still have to draw to them, right? I'm talking about the 4 mana Legi Magic. You copy that new card that gives 1 armor to structures. Yeah, you could do that. Make like a massive, like, yeah, true. Yeah, who knows? Meme with the Divine Coronet. Yeah, it seems fun. Giramonte. I want to get to Argus. He looks cute. Giramonte, Boon Tinkerer, Ward, 4 mana, 2/3 Mystic. That's not a good mana slot for, but he's got 1 armor, so he's like a 2/4, but a empowered one. Ward is also strength. After you summon a structure, add a 1 mana 1/1 copy of it to your hand. I mean, you're not gonna as it's got a 4 health and ward, but I can just imagine in a creature deck it's useless. So creature decks make up 70% of the meta, so 70% of the time it probably just dies straight away. Um, And for 4 mana, you're probably not going to play it and summon a decent structure. And structure decks aren't really a thing, so I'd give this like a B plus or just B. Give it B plus to be nice, but yeah. Structure synergies just don't exist. You can't make great structure decks. Maybe soon, but... And it's a mystic, but yeah. But he's past that threshold where 3 attack creatures can get him easily. It is sticky if you can hide it behind structure. Yeah, it could be good. I don't know. We'll see. I just don't think structure synergy's there. That's why I'm giving him such a low rating. But the card itself, it's okay. Chira, the Spirit Speaker. 3 mana, 1/3. Stat line and mana for stat line, not amazing, but let's see what it does. Target, backline, which is cool. Target an enemy creature. Your god takes damage equal to that creature's health. Destroy that creature. Uh, if it was like a raw, it would be good. But because it's like, what the hell is ally? Oh, so you have to play a Nether afterwards. So it's like a 4 mana destroy, and you get a 1/3, and you get to destroy, but you take a lot of face damage. Seems okay. This seems okay. I like Chira. I'd give her like a could even be S. I'm gonna give her an A for now to be conservative, but I can see some value. She's a Nether. She also destroys anything, and you can play 1 mana drops, which Nether have great 1 mana drops, and then you can just destroy enemy shit. Blood Oath Binder, it's a 1 mana 1/3, gain 1 strength, and add 2 injured soldiers to your void. This is good. This looks bad, but there's so many injured soldiers like synergies. So 1 mana 1/3, it's okay. Wait, ally gains 1 strength. Yeah, this is a 1 mana 2/3, and you get 2 in the void and stack the void up. I mean, cards. This is funny. If this ever became meta, cards like what is it? The 2 mana light card that just like destroys their void and you heal for the amount. It's gonna be hilarious. Those type of cards, like they'll come into their own niche and perform. But yeah, I like the Blood Oath Binder. It's definitely like a A card, A plus. I'd give it an A plus. It's a 2/3 that's has infinite attack generation on any card you play afterwards. So it's like an A plus for its card slot. For its tribal synergy, not amazing. Oh, it's Reneko, Heart Mother. 2 mana, 2/3. That's a solid stat line. Set a creature's strength equal to its health. So this is literally the Cartesian Improviser, no? But it doesn't. It's not limited to 3 attack or 3 mana, right? Make a Pyramid Warden a 6/6. Does it actually set a creature's strength? Oh, maybe it's the opposite. Oh, it needs to be Olympian. Oh, and you need to play a card as an ally thing. If you're setting a creature's strength equal to its health, then it's going to be a 6/6 Warden. So that's going to be great for Pyramid Warden, actually. So that's awesome. I like that card a lot, but yeah, Pyramid Wardens aren't Olympians, so they don't fit the tribal synergy, so who knows. I'd give it like a B+, it's inconsistent. I don't know, it's a decent stat line, but I could see it just not working. It's a 3 mana, set a creature, and setting a creature is not always good, it can go backwards. It seems insane, but it could go backwards very quickly. I'd give it a B+, you'll see. You'll see. A Spore Light Lantern, pull a friendly Nether. What's this ability? It's a 3 mana Deception, 3 durability. Pull a friendly Nether with mana cost 5 or less from the board to your hand. If you do, pull the top card of your opponent's deck to your hand. What? If you do, okay, so if you pull a 5 mana or less from the board to your hand, the top card of your opponent's deck, pull the top card of your opponent's deck to your hand, remove 1 durability from this relic. So you can take your opponent's card if you pull a Nether creature to your hand. So this is like Cutthroat. You get 3 Cutthroats, but you have to take your own creature off the board. Combo with Lantern Bound Fae. Ah, I like it. But you don't want to combo 2 cards together in a 30-card deck. It's Blind Cutthroat. Yeah, it's cool. I like the idea. I don't know if I would play it, though. I'd probably give it like a C+ or B-. Yeah, no withers. They got us good, bro. That's, yeah. You can swap demo mana cost with Forge New Bonds. Pog! Pog! Oh, that's funny. That is funny. I like that. I'll probably make a meme deck. Aegis of the Innocent. So it's a weapon, 5 mana. After a friendly character takes damage, heal it for 1. Raw, give +3 health to... Raw, give +3 health to a friendly Olympian, then set its strength equal to its health. I don't know. This is weird. After a friendly character takes damage, heal it for 1. Is this permanent, or do you lose 1 durability per event? Is that a permanent? Is that a permanent thing? But it's permanent effects, and it's a character. Oh, after a friendly character takes damage, heal it for 1. So it gives 3 health to a friendly Olympian and sets its strength. So it's giving 3 worth of stats, and it heals you for 1 every time you take damage. It seems like it could be okay. It's a bit weird. I think it's like, it feels like a C, but I don't want to judge too quickly. It's like a 5 mana card though, and it does nothing that crazy in the short term if you have no creature on the board. I'm going to give it like a B. I'm going to give it a B. It's meant to counter Iron Tooth Goblin. Legit, dude. 4 durability, OP. Maybe if you healed you for 2 would be insane. But yeah, if you get it down and you have creatures on the board somehow, and you've just spent 5 mana not putting creatures on the board, then yeah, it'd be awesome. Oh, 3 mana, 3/4, deal 1 damage to each god. That's OP. Reneko Revenant is like an A+. It's so good to deal damage. It's like A+ to me because it's is it Nether? Oh my god, it's Nether. It's Nether. Great stat line, and it procs Frenzy. Don't worry about the deal 1 damage to each god. If you have a what's it called? 3 mana, 3/3. What the hell does its name? Every time the gods take damage, it like gains 1/1 or some shit. Fickle Cambion, thank you. There we go. Thank you. I knew you guys would know it. I was just waiting. Rios the Old Wolf. This looks really cool. The artwork and the stat line. 5 mana, 4/6 is just amazing. 5 mana, 5/6 is amazing. 4/6, but it's got Blitz, so I'd say it's amazing. After this creature destroys another creature, give that creature's strength and health to a random Olympian in your hand. That is good. Yeah, Olympian just went to the moon, dude. Yeah, Olympian's looking better. Rios the Old Wolf, I'd give it like 4/6 with Blitz is insane for 5 mana, right? I mean, you can get a 6/5 with Blitz and Overkill, so it's not insane, but if you're adding the stats of the creature you kill, then it's pretty insane. It's a very, very unique card. I like it. Rios the Old Wolf. That's dope. I don't know if you'd actually play it in a regular deck, but destroying a creature and buffing a creature's... But it has to be Olympian, so it's actually like... It's like an A- or a B+ in a regular deck, but it's like S+ in an Olympian deck, because it's only buffing Olympians, but there are a lot of good Olympians in a regular deck, right? You've got like the Wolf Cult Vanguards and shit. Beast Fury Protege, 2 mana 3/2, and it summons a 1/1, summon a 1/1 Spirit Hound, and that's permanent. So it's not like the 3/2 that's Afterlife summons a 1/1, so it's not as good as that. It's conditional, so it's really a 3 mana 4/3. It's not a 2 mana 3. If the 1/1 has Blitz, summon a Spirit Hound. It's still a 3 mana 4/3. It's not amazing. It's still like maybe an A. I'd say it's okay. If the Spirit Hound is an Amazon, it's amazing, because then you can get the Sniper synergy. But we're going to give it like an A. Beast Fury Protege. Maybe even just an B+. Then we've got Gamma, Lord of Berries. I never knew there was a Lord of Berries, but that reminds me, I got some berries in the fridge. Gamma, Lord of Berries, hidden for 1 turn, 5 mana 4/5. After a friendly Nether damages your opponent's god, pull the top card of their deck to your hand. Too situational. Wait, after a friendly Nether damages your opponent. Oh, I thought it's after an enemy damages you, and it has to be a Nether. Oh, I'm an idiot. Still, you don't run that many Nethers in a deck steel deck, and it's only hidden for 1 turn. If it was permanent hidden with less health, it would be good. I still don't think it's consistent. Thing is, aggro deception doesn't want to steal your random shit. It wants to win the game in 5 turns, so you don't want to be... I want a lethal prowler on turn 5. I want them to be dead on turn 5. I can fuck with it in control, though. This will be annoying in control. Hide it every turn. Okay, in control it's amazing. I'll give it an A+, or an A. Control Nether, it's like you got how many Nethers in control? Amaleka's Guild. Maybe people start playing cats in control now. Or Gamma, and then Wither, and then your Gamma's not hidden, and then it dies. Conditionality. Wait, would it count? Would you draw 2 cards off a cat because it counts each damage it does, or? Oh, that's so good. The cats are to the moon, baby. Cats to the moon. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But very inconsistent. You're looking for a 1 in 30, and your cat's in a 30 card deck. You know, you're looking for a 3 in 30. It's obviously less. It's a 27 because you draw 3 in your mulligan, so it's kind of like a 3 in 20 if we're being realistic. Anyways, we'll give it an A, B+ to A. It could be interesting. I think it can be good, but I need to see it in play. That card's a bit of a fucking... That one's a little confusing for me to figure out. Entrapment. What a name. Entrapment Asparagus. I thought it said Asparagus Apparatus. Entrapment Apparatus. 3 mana 2/5. It's got a decent stat line. We've got a structure. It's got a front line. It cannot attack, though. It's a nice structure. After your opponent plays their first creature, since this creature was summoned... what does it say? Obliterate it. What the fuck? Your opponent summons a base copy of that creature. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a second. After your opponent plays their first creature since this creature was summoned, obliterate it. Think about the tempo advantage you get. You summon a frontline, and the next card they play is destroyed, which means that they're doing nothing next turn if they're playing a creature. They're losing a 1 mana creature regardless. This is a great control piece. I think this is really underrated. It's not really like Dealy. It's a 2/5 with frontline, and they're gonna... It's toxic. Because it's like worse than Cadmus, the Christmas Cadmus. Because Zuri, don't eat my berries, you'll die. It's like you're taking it off the board, but you're also obliterating it, and then they have to kill your card to get it back. And then they're not getting it back to the board like Pyramid Warden would, right? They're getting it back to their hand. Oh no, your opponent summons a base copy, so they are drawing it back to the board. So it's pretty much Pyramid Warden. But instead of Pyramid Warden killing the card through trading on the board, it just kills it automatically when summoned. And it works every turn after your opponent plays their first creature once this turn. Oh wait, is it just their first creature? Since this creature was summoned, obliterated. Okay, so it only works as a once-off, so it's not as crazy as it seems, is it? So it's a once-off, so it's going to lose a bit of stat line, so it's probably B+ now. What else do we have? Argus. I like this card because it rhymes with Kargas, and it's a cute little fat cat. So it's a 3 mana 4/2 because it's got armor 1. Frontline. So it's a 2 health frontline. I'm not enjoying it thus far, but the name in the art is cool. The White Wall, or the White Whale. Can I wonder how Argus plus Holy Right will go? Wait. After a different creature's maximum health increases, this creature gains the same amount of health. How does Holy Writ work? Doesn't it work on 2 attack creatures? What are you guys talking about? You need a board that will gain the health from Holy Writ so he can get it also. Oh, so you're saying he doesn't have to get the Holy Writ directly. Ah, I understand now. Okay, thank you, Kamaru. We're lost, see? Sometimes you can't assume. Good point. But it's very conditional to find a bunch of 2/2s that live on both sides of the board. Very conditional. And it says different though, so you can buff your enemy creature and get bonus health to Argus. But obviously there's lots of single target destroy spells, so I'm not totally on board with Argus. I don't like cards that have any level of conditionality, let alone 4 different stages. So Argus is more like a C. So this card, I don't know. It's kind of like very conditional, but it could be like it could win you the game, sort of like Thesta does. So maybe I'll give it like B+ or an A-. I don't know. Feels very sus. I'll give it B+. We got a 3 mana 3/3 solid 3-drop raw. If you have 5 or more creatures in your void, summon a Fallen Legion. I don't know what that is, but I don't know what a Fallen Legion. Oh, it's that card. It's a 3/3. Okay, so this is a 3 mana 6/6. This is really good. Holy shit. Okay, this is like an S+ card. This is like S+, bro. Because the thing is, at the very worst, it's not conditional, right? It's not like a 3/1. It's a 3/3. You're getting good stats from this. It's very easy to get 5 in the void with Nether. There's so many easy ways. Probably not S+. It's probably like A. I'm going crazy. Alright. Yeah, there's going to be some cool Nether decks for sure. Divya the Deadly Serenade. 5 mana 4/4. Stat lines, not the best, but we'll see what it does. After a different friendly Amazon deals damage, deal 2 damage to the same target. Okay. After a different, so it can't be Divya. So if it deals damage to something, you deal an extra 2. I think it's a little too conditional. Like a lot of the time, you're killing the card you're swinging your Amazon into anyway. But if you get this on the board and it sticks, it seems very annoying. It's very expensive and it requires you to have a board state set up. I'd give this like an A- to B+. I don't know. It's a 5 mana 4/4 and it requires you to have like board set up prior. I think it's a bit inconsistent. So I give it like a B+, but it's Amazon, so maybe, yeah, I don't know. I give it kind of like B+ to A-. It hits face, but seems win more. What is this? Deadly, deal 1 damage to a creature. This is cool. I wish it said, like, summon a random nature card. That would be cool. But you could summon this from, like, random nature cards as well, so... It's cool, the Deadly. If it has armor, we're sad. If it doesn't, it's a nice removal, right? 4 mana. I like Poison Dart. This is cool. It's better in a control meta with bigger creatures. It could be kind of sus with all this armor in the meta coming up. Like, I don't know how great it will be consistently. You know what I mean? But it's cool. It doesn't go through protected. You know what I mean? I like it, but I don't think it's that consistent. Now nature doesn't have to rely on frenzy. Oh, you get to choose who you hit as well. A single target? True, for tall creatures, yeah. It's a great tall creature answer. It's like Imperious Smite, right? But you can use it on anything. So I'd say it's pretty awesome, actually, the more I think about it. Yeah, it's pretty awesome control nature removal. We skipped one, but anyways, the dart will give like an A. A lot of good cards this set. Elder Strix, 4 mana 2/2, summon a copy of a structure in your void. Summon. Oh shit, can you force a coronet into your void or something like that with magic? Yeah. Alright, I'll give Elder maybe, as a 4 mana, I'm giving it like a B+. Or even just B, really. Because structures have no synergy, and a 4 mana summon a structure. You're probably going to summon a 4 mana structure. It's a good late game card. It's almost like you're getting a better structure. So it could be awesome. There could be, if there's ways to get good structures in the void, it's amazing. Say it's like between B and B+. We'll give it a B+. Retribution. What's this do? 1 mana, deal 2 damage to a creature. If there are 3 or more Olympians in your void, deal 6 instead. And getting 3 in the void with all these void things is insane. Yeah, this is busted, but at the same time, it's a 1 spell for 1 target. But yeah, I like this. This is definitely an S plus card, Retribution, because you know how I talk about conditionality this, conditionality that, conditioner, you know, after shampoo. Fuck that joke up. But anyways, that's not a conditional card. It's a 1 mana lightning strike, somewhat conditional. So I'd say it's definitely in meta. It's definitely A plus as well. Like its synergy with Olympians makes it maybe A because it's not that great with Olympians. We got the 3 mana 3/3 hidden for 1 turn. Pull the top card of your opponent's deck to your hand if you have an ally. This seems good. Yeah, Shrike seems OP, right? Because you're drawing a card and you get hidden for a turn, and it's a 3 mana 3/3. So I'd say Shrike's good. I'd give Shrike like a maybe A. It's pretty solid. It's a 3 mana 3/3. But if your goal is aggro deception and you're trying to just go face, it's not that great. But if you're playing like a meme, steal all their cards, it can be super good. Spirit Speaker Chime, what does this do? After your god takes damage on your turn, gain 1 durability after ability. If this relic has at least 6 durability, summon 4/3/3 Rand Core Spirits and remove 6 durability. So it's super conditional, does nothing for... This should be a 1 mana card, by the way. Like, this is actually useless. This is like the first D I've seen. This, like, you can't make cards with too much conditionality and not enough reward. If it was damage per durability, it would be good. But that 5 damage you take from Necroceptor counts as 1 durability. So you go 4 mana, you're on 5 mana, you play Necronomics, it goes to 2 durability. You then have to deal 4 more instances of damage to yourself to summon 4/3/3s, which is what? A 12/12. It's like you have to spend like 20 mana to summon a 12/12. It's not worth it. Dark Deliverance. Pull a friendly Nether from the board to your hand if you do summon a 1/1 Lay Shadow. It's kind of cool that you get a Lay Shadow, but what the fuck does a Lay Shadow do? On GU Twitter they posted. Can you tell me what it does? Aceebs. Ally procs an option to bounce a card back to hand and the 1/1 gets destroyed. Okay, so you destroy the 1/1, but you can pull your opponent's creature to the board, so I guess it's kind of coolish in control. I don't fucking know. I don't like it. I don't think there's enough good rolls in Deception, even in aggro or control, to justify it, other than Demo and Wither, which you're not going to use it for. Maybe it's good to pull off a like big frontline your opponent put down by playing a bunch of aggro shit and bouncing it that way, but very weird conditionalities. And you've got cheat. Seems like a waste of space. This card is a fucking game changer. Bitter Endings, 3 mana, death card. If your god has 15 health or less, add a 6 or 7 mana legendary death creature to your hand, and set its cost to 0. If you do, at the end of your turn, take 15 damage. So this is fucked. You don't need to win the turn you play it, but won't you die? Let's say you play 2 Anateps, right? Then you take 15 damage at the end of the turn, no? End of your next turn? Wait, what? No. It's not that good, is it? If your god has 15 health or less, and set its cost to 0 at the end of your next turn. What the fuck? What the fuck? I thought it was like super like OP and it killed you at the end of your turn. It's the end of next turn? I don't know if you want to wait a turn though. Like if they have a way to remove it, you're screwed. But what the fuck? This is crazy. This card's definitely not getting nerfed. That's not financial advice, but yeah, this card's definitely staying the way it is. Yeah, what the fuck? You can just play 16/16, swing, ding, bada bing. It is on a tier of its own. It really is. This thing's S+. It doesn't have synergies though, but I don't know. I don't think you could play it in every deck. It's like Lost in the Depths tier. Nah, I think it's better than... it depends, yeah. Lost in the Depths. It's really its own, like, mechanic. It's crazy. I think Avatar was my first thought. Avatar of Death is like, you play Necronomics, that thing goes to 11 attack. You play Necronomics again, that thing goes to fucking 16 attack. But then you're getting the same stats as Anatep without the double Necro. Whereas Anatep doesn't require the Necro. And taking damage is really good, because you can get to the Ceres really cheap. Like, Anatep allows you to get a 0-cost Ceres out, like, every time. That's why Anatep's OP in this build. So I see Anatep value big time. Bitter Endings is S+. Like, this is, like, Rock Drake S+. I'm really excited for this card. thank you guys so much for watching my video, and if you gained any value or you enjoyed it and you want me to continue making more content like this, please like and subscribe.